What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Leela. I got a lot of things on my mind today. One of them being I called my boys for 2 days in a row. What are they gonna think that I didn't call them yesterday? I didn't call them today. I mean, I I can only imagine what's going through their head. Like, why did she call us for 2 days and then stop calling? And I couldn't tell them, like, hey, I'm not going to be able to call tomorrow. I couldn't say anything. And I'm just like, I hope they don't think that I just stopped calling because I didn't want to call anymore. Because I would call all day, every day, and talk to them. Like, that's the only thing that's been going through my head is like, I don't want them to think, oh, wow, this bitch just stopped calling us. Like, we haven't heard from her for a year and a half, and now she just stopped calling. It depresses me to my core. Like, I don't even know what to think right now. I'm watching Spider-Man. Just got done eating some meatballs and vegetables. I'm just, I'm losing my mind. Like, I don't want this to be over. I don't need it to be over. I need some perspective. Oh, I miss my children so much. I miss my babies. I miss my babies so much. I wish that I could see them and play with them and talk to them and kiss them and give them hugs and love. Like, I miss my children so bad. Like, so bad. It makes you start questioning your whole life, your whole existence. Like, why is history repeating itself? Why what I went through as a kid, my kids are going through, like being in foster care. Like, I get it, my mom died, all right, but why is it still negative? Like, can't life ever be a fairy tale? Like, can we have a happy ending sometimes? Like, I'm just trying to understand. Like, I want to make sense of what's going on. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people that have had their parental rights terminated and they stopped. They just they just stopped going up to social services. They stopped, you know, giving out gifts to their kids. They just stopped, and it's like, how do you stop? How do you stop? How, like, and every time I think about it, it's like, I was pregnant, and they grew inside me for 9 months. They heard my heartbeat, heard the sound of my voice, you know, and we were in sync. And after I had my child, what do they teach you? They teach you, chest to chest, and I was breastfeeding. So it was like these little men that I created chest to chest to hear my heartbeat. I guess what's sad is when they're having a hard day, they can't run up and hug me in the chest and hear my heartbeat. It's like, how the fuck did this happen? It's like, and then people get ballsy and say, oh, this is exactly what happened. This is exactly what happened. This is what's in your report. They don't know how many times the social worker had done change what I was supposed to do. I mean, let's be real. Every hoop that I jumped through, they asked me to jump through 3 more. Oh, you did that? You was successful? Was you really? Was you? Just because you went to a parenting class doesn't mean that you learned anything. I would get shit like that. I participated in my parenting classes. I had the lady from my parenting class come to court. Like, Jesus. Jesus ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with man law. Remember, we have free will. You know what I'm saying? And that means that at the end of the day, at the end of our life sentence, when we go in front of the Lord, we have to pay for our sins. We have to answer for them. Everything that we do. Like you, me, the judge, the lawyers, the social workers, police, everyone is accountable for what you do. And I just got to keep my eyes on the prize. I mean, I'm still young, right? I'm 31. My children are a few years younger than me. This is just a pebble in my lake, I guess. It's just a little ripple that we can get through, that I can get through, that my children can get through. But if it doesn't hurt like hell, if it don't hurt, it's like you can go and rape somebody, but if you come from a good family and you got money, then you can get off, right? Like, yeah. Because they treat, justice like an assembly line. If you got money and you can get a good lawyer, then you're good. But if you're like most of us that get wrapped up in some bullshit, then you get a court-appointed lawyer and they don't really care about you unless they first starting out, because they want to try to get their name on the surface. And even then, they don't give a fuck because the city's paying their checks, the government's writing their checks, and we ain't shit to them. We're just another statistic. Large family taken. 7 children taken from this mother. Taken from me. My children. And it's like I don't understand it. And people just want to push your nose up at you. You know what I mean? 7 children. Oh my goodness. Da 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 da. Yada yada yada. And it's like, motherfuckers. Because it didn't work out with the first one or the second one. It's so fucking what? I wanted a large family. I should have had more kids, you want to be honest with you. Could have had 14 sons. 21 sons. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many I have. It matters what's right and what's wrong. And what happened to me and to my kids is wrong. You can't sit here and medicate some children, my babies, my 2 twins, probably Sebastian and probably Valentino too. You can't sit here and medicate these children and expect it to be okay. Not for me anyways. because they're babies. They're still kids. Like, you telling me a 5-year-old don't go throw a tantrum, and now you're telling me that a 5-year-old is no longer with his mother and father and siblings, and you're saying that they're acting out? Like, get fucking real. It's hard to make sense of my life, but I've said this for as long as I've had a memory. So, I mean, I'm wearing a Steelers Pittsburgh shirt in loving memory of Dion Roughton. He passed away. He was my best friend. He had originally started out as my sister-in-law's son, so he was my nephew. And as time went on, my brother and his wife got a divorce, but we remained friends, and we were friends before they got married. And well, me and Dion got close, and he passed away. So, this was one of the shirts that we wore during his memorial. I mean, people that know me know that I like to rock the Baltimore Ravens, but my sister, my brother, my son, Xavier, they're all, Pittsburgh fans. Mikhail, he likes the Redskins, and me and I guess Sebastian and Cameron, we all like the Baltimore Ravens. I don't really watch sports, but it's always fun to argue amongst one another of who the better team is. Of course, I don't know what the hell is going on, so I just feel like, I'm just here. But we used to do that as a family too before my brother died. Bryant, he used to like Green Bay Packers. So it's like we all talk shit amongst us. Of course, everybody thought, Pittsburgh was the best, but no, we had our own teams, I don't know. I prefer watching baseball. And even then, if I watch baseball, I'm talking about the Orioles, but let's be real, when have I sat down and watched a game since I was a kid? I haven't been, to a game since I was a kid, and it's sad. Because even if we would go out to Deer Park or something and, just watch the kids play, we was out doing stuff as a family. I hated that. I feel like I'm trapped in this house. Like, I never do anything because I don't have no kids. And it's like you really find out who you are, I guess. And I like to travel, so I've been taking it the cheap way, going to Greyhound. And just traveling because I ain't got nothing to do. But I guess I'm going to be coming back from my trip, and I'm going to start saving up for a lawyer, for Christmas, for a car, and for a down payment on a house, because I want to be prepared when I go to court, and court will be here before we know it. So I say by February of 2020, and hopefully I can at least have the car and a lawyer, and then we'll work on the down payment in the house, because I do want a nice house, or at least a 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 4 or 5-bedroom, depending on if it has a den, and maybe 3 bathrooms. It needs at least 2.5 baths, or something like that, I don't know. I got so much on my mind. Like, most people my age is like either just now having a baby, or just got married, or got a few kids, like, their lives are so different. All of our lives are different, but who knew that fucking history repeat itself and my children be in foster care. I mean, the only fucking positive thing is that I'm not dead, but my support team seems to be. But you build relationships with other people that help you along the way. Like, look at me and my sister. We help each other on a daily basis. I help my friends, my extended family. Like, sure, you know? I don't know. I got a lot on my mind. I guess the next conversation I have with you guys will be on a brighter note. I'll start telling y'all about what I think that I might be doing for my trip. I'm trying. Juan wants to go to the Stratosphere and jump off because it's only $80 because you get a $20 discount, but it is $100 to jump. But we don't know. I'll see. I looked on Groupon for rooms, and they got good deals at the Stratosphere, about $28 a night. But what hits you over the head is they got like resort fees, which is about $32.99 a night, and then you gotta always put your deposit in, even if you go to the Travel Lodge out there. Because last time when I got off the plane, like I was extremely tired. I was tired. Like I wanted to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? So we stayed one night at the Travel Lodge, which was $100 deposit, which you get back, and then I think it was like $34.99 or something like that. It was kind of cheap, so we stayed there, and then we went to the Stratosphere. But they were awesome. First, when we went for my birthday. When we went over there for my birthday, it was great. So when we went in, it was already really late. So they waived the resort fee, which was like the $32.99, and then they upgraded our room. And I mean, it was beautiful. We was on the 22nd floor. I do have it in my Facebook. I'm gonna have to look it up, and hopefully I can download some memories. I am still new to this YouTube shit. I don't know how to edit. Obviously, I don't know how to do none of that yet, but we're learning, or I'm learning. Um, I was about ready to throw my laptop the other day because I couldn't get the camcorder to work, and my sister's going to show me that later on. But anyways, if you go to Vegas, you got to be mindful of the resort fees, and you always got to put a deposit down in your room because I guess, it's Vegas and people fuck shit up. So most of the time they have to have like security come in and give your room a glance before you get your security deposit back. But it is what it is, and I just want to say that I got a lot on my mind. I know that I'm up and down on these videos, but that's life. That's life for you. Give and take. And my hair's growing back. Y'all wouldn't even believe it, but like a year and a half ago, I shaved my head. Like, if you can't tell, I'm not a natural blonde, and I keep frying my hair, and now I'm in the process of thinking about dyeing my hair back dark. But I don't know. I do love the blonde, but I haven't been keeping up with it because it's like I haven't even been keeping up with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know the last time I put some makeup on or curled my hair or I don't know, anything. Because it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful that I'm alive and I'm healthy and there's nothing wrong with me. But life could be so much better if I had my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are like, oh, life would be better if you had $20 million. Life will be better if you do this or if you do that. Well, I want the things that God gave to me, and my children were one of them. And I really don't understand why I gotta fight so hard to get my babies back. And I love them. That's it. I'm going, y'all. Be blessed. Stay blessed.